Welcome in. It is ATB at the buzzer, atbshow.com. You can go there. You can subscribe and like and share and comment. And what is that? Canned Perrier. He's so bougie. What is it? Is there a flavor?
Canned Perrier. It's
raspberry peach marmalade. What is it?
Forever grapefruit.
What is it?
Forever grapefruit.
Forever grapefruit. Of course, Scotty's got a lunch brought to you by not a sponsor yet. And also not a sponsor, but Forever Grapefruit. Okay. I'm still working. I know they're not a sponsor, but I'm going to give them credit. My dear friends over at Frost Buddy, because I bought this. The sticker that was on this said I purchased it at 7:22 this morning, and I still have ice because of this wonderful thing.
Hey, you turned me on to that. I got 2 for
the Frost Buddy to go.
Yep.
They're dope.
Every weekend to go get iced coffees.
There's your little logo right there, Frost Buddy. They're fantastic. And the fact that the ice is still, I can never read, I'm sitting at my desk probably by 7:30 this morning with this thing. And I don't know if it's going to be gone before 8 o'clock or before 8:30 when I start my quick start. I never know how quick I'm going to drink it, or it's still going right now, which I know is disgusting, but it still tastes good. And it's ice cold. So there it is. And I made the horrifying mistake. I tripped over some kid on TikTok. His handle is something to do with Dunkin' Donuts. He's a Dunkin' Donuts employee, which is really funny because he's cutting content clearly while he's at work, F-bombing everywhere. But he's just always talking about flavors you should try that you wouldn't think of because he works there and he makes everybody's drinks. So obviously he's hearing about all these wild combinations. And he was talking about do blueberry with caramel. And I'm like, and he was raving about it, but he was making it in a Dunkin' latte. And I'm a cold brew person. So I do cold brew with cold foam. I don't do any cream or sugar because I think the flavoring is your sweetener. And I think the cold foam sort of acts as your creamer, I suppose, unless you really need a lot of cream and sugar. Anyway, so I go to Dunkin' yesterday and they didn't have any butter pecan. Nobody asked for this, but you're getting it. They didn't have any butter pecan. And I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, we'll have more tomorrow. I'm like, okay. And they're like, what do you want to try? I'm like, I don't know. I said, I saw online this kid did blueberry and caramel. And there was silence from the girls inside Dunkin' Donuts. Like, no, everybody gave me the silent veto. And they're like, are you sure? And they're like, well, blueberry doesn't have any sweetener to it. There's no sweetener. It's just a flavor. So you're probably going to want to do 4 and 4. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. So I'll do 3 and 3. Terrible mistake. Tasted like I was drinking a comma. There was just no flavor. I couldn't even explain. It was not good. So I'm back to my butter pecan today. Very excited. And I can't wait. I think it's March. Pistachio comes back in March. That is chef's kiss. If you get a cold brew, get a large cold brew, pistachio, cold foam. Thank me later. Fantastic.
My coffee is cold brew black.
Scotty, I'm going to get this wrong, but I know the flavor because I remember Scotty drank it religiously when we were in the radio business together. You're a French vanilla kid.
Yep.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know what his ratio is with sweeteners, but I know he's French vanilla.
Yeah, it's just the vanilla shot and then a couple of 4 sugar. That's it.
Black. I was behind. I think maybe I told this story on the show, and if I did, we can walk me out behind the barn after this one. But I remember heading up to our Meredith office, and at the Alton traffic circle, there's a Dunkin' Donuts, and I remember being in line behind a guy. This is years ago, and it was like a dump truck. It was a lumpa, as we would call them in the radio business up here in New Hampshire, and I'm waiting, window down, because I'm about to pay. About to order, and I can hear the guy in front of me, and I hear him, what he says, and I'm like, there's no way. And I get up to the window. I'm like, the guy in front of me, did he just get a large iced coffee, 16? And she goes, oh, yeah. She goes, that's not even, she goes, I've had a guy go 20.
Oh, my God.
When you've done 20 creams and 20 sugars, there's no room left for coffee.
Where's the coffee? Yeah.
She's like the churn to get that thing moving. What are we doing? And I'm fat. What are you doing? That's so preposterous to me. So anyway, we got way off track. That's what we do. We're brought to you by our dear friends Joe and Leslie at AAA Work Trucks. There's an obvious conversation in the room that we're going to get into. We're going to save that for last. We're going to save dessert for last. We're super excited about 6:30 on Sunday night. It's going to be fantastic, and the region is ready. The meme, I love the shirt, kid. The meme that I love right now is the one from Ocean's 11, and it's Brad Pitt. And who am I thinking of? Who's the other actor with Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11?
George Clooney.
Clooney and Brad Pitt. It's the scene where Brad Pitt's got his head down in the bar and Clooney's like, "You think we need another one? Okay, we'll get another one." And it just shows the six banners behind them. It's so good. It's so good. We'll get there. We're going to open up with hockey. Let's talk about Sunday night. Let's talk about the stadium series. They did it at not the Sombrero, but Raymond James, but they did it down in Tampa. I thought it was odd, and I don't know what else they would have done, so I'll give them credit. At least they wore the creamsicle jerseys, but they always do something to tip the hat from what they're doing. And of course, being in Tampa, they sent in the Lightning dressed in the creamsicle Buccaneers uniforms. And then I wasn't sure. I'm like, are they sending our kids in Patriots uniforms? I'm like, that seems a little weird. And then they actually got off dressed as Colonial Patriots, which was pretty cool. Yeah. That was good. I thought the whole presentation was good. They were blessed with good weather. Gary Bettman should be thanking his lucky stars that they got the weather, even though after the fact, our guys talked about the fact that the ice was choppy. It still could have been much worse. The challenging thing for me was you guys might get mad at me, but I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. Do we think the goalie fight was on the up and up, or did we think that was theater?
I know Swayman's been trying to get a fight for a while.
Okay.
And I think it just kind of where he jumped on that guy and started beating up on him. I think Vasilevsky was like, "Oh, you want to go? I'll go." And I don't think it was set up beforehand, but I think goalie fights, they kind of give the nod to each other. Like, hey, okay, let's go.
Yeah, come on down. Yes.
Yeah.
Little self-engineered though. There was just a piece of it afterwards where they both seemed to be all smiles, and I'm like, how much of that was?
Yeah.
It's Sunday night. It's an outdoor game. It adds to the drama or the lack thereof for Boston fans because we shit the bed. But we'll talk about that.
Tim Thomas had a fight with someone, and he was one way or the other. One guy, they were like best friends because one was the best man in the other's wedding. he fought the guy. It was definitely like, okay, this was, hey, everyone else is fighting. Let's dance, you know.
Yeah.
But that was that
was a rough one.
One hell of a second period.
Yeah, that was just as they started stacking goals, I'm like, oh, this is going to be one of those nights that we can't get enough. Because the Lightning, they're not going to wilt, for lack of a better term, in an outdoor ice arena. They're not going to wilt in their own stadium, their own city.
The Bruins played into it, getting the penalties, but there was a lot of questionable calls that you could, especially once they're already down. It's 5-on-3, and then they get a guy back, and then it's 5-on-3 again. It usually when it's already a power play, they kind of let some stuff go, and like the hand on the puck, that's an obvious, blatant one that they cannot not call.
Yeah,
but some of the slashes and trippings that they called were pretty questionable. And if you're a betting man, you might think there was something up with all that.
I think Costa kind of alluded to that after the fact, a little bit of the, because he was obviously rightfully pissed, because it looked like it was over. And then they called it, and it was just, so he kind of alluded to that too, I think, afterwards. And I don't think I saw anything if he got fined for those comments or not, but I'm hoping he didn't because he was freaking spot on.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
And Bettman could have been like, "Hey guys, we need this to be a closer game."
Yeah.
There was a lot of, like I said, the Bruins are, I think, the most penalized team in the league. So they have this where they do get a lot of penalties called on him, but there was some bad ones, like the first one, the Catholic one that made it the first 5-on-3 was so stupid. He that one shouldn't have. He lost his head. Like that's one you have to call. Like he like cross checks a guy after the fact, like blatant right in front of the ref. But there was some, like Charlie McAvoy was going nuts because he was getting cross checked so bad and they weren't calling any of them. So it was like where some of the ticky tack ones they were calling on the Bruins, and then there was blatant ones they weren't calling on Tampa Bay. It was a little fishy. They the whole team was talking about questionable calls after the game. So, yeah, the Bruins weren't
outside of
very
Sunday
happy
night.
about it.
I think it's probably a 50-50 split on this. I don't think it's necessarily that they're like when you talk about a barrage of penalties in the NFL, good call or bad call. You'll also hear people historically talk about, well, they're an undisciplined team. I don't think the Bruins are undisciplined. I think it's a combination of, there's some stupid moves here and there, but they just have the eyes on them. I think because they're making a rush, and we love that victim mentality here in Boston of everybody's against us. But I don't necessarily look at them and think that they're earning a lot of their penalties. A lot of them are just where did that come from? Yeah, where did that one come from? So interesting. I'm super grateful that they did New Year's Day or whenever it was. I think it was New Year's Day-ish. It always is the winter classic. That's been done down here or down in Miami, I should say. And now that they've done the Tampa game, I hope it's a while before they head back to Florida. Like it was okay, cool, but like I know I said it before, like that game at Michigan with the snow and like it's supposed to be like that. And I know it's unforgiving for the fans that paid a lot of money to be there, but I hope they don't get into the habit of like, oh, we're going to be in Tempe next year. Like stop. Like it's just foolishness. It should be in a cold weather area where the ice hangs up, when the kids are playing in an environment where they feel like kids again. Like that should be the enjoyment. I think putting them on shitty ice is the same as putting our NFL players or our college athletes on a shitty field where they're ripping up their ACLs. Next year is going to
be the Winter Classic will be in Utah, and the Stadium Series will be in Vegas. That's an indoor stadium, right? I think.
Well, no.
They're
not going to be. They're not going to be ready to play it outside at the baseball park yet. So, they're going to play it. They're going to play it at Allegiant inside.
It says AT&T Stadium. Oh wait, Vegas? That's in Dallas. They played in Dallas.
They're going to play in Dallas inside. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they have the open. Don't they have the open middle in Dallas?
They can open the middle, right?
No, I think that's open all the time. I think they built the new stadium like the old stadium. They got the open.
No, Texas is closed. No, I feel like AT&T is closed.
That huge ass the screens and stuff.
Yeah, they've got the massive screen. He was the first one to do the massive screen. Yeah. That's closed. Interesting, Dallas. All right. I don't know. They got whatever.
Rock the North Stars jerseys.
And I didn't hate them, but I didn't love our uniforms. I loved Tampa's uniforms. Those were great. Our uniforms, not so much. Little super bright on TV. That was a tough watch. They were a little too vibrant, I think. I don't know. And I feel like they were just blah. Like outside of the bear scratch, like what did we do? Like nothing really. There was nothing. There was no imagination to them whatsoever. It was just an odd. I like the year that they did a lot of old school tones and they did everybody's gloves looked like the brown leather gloves. Like that stuff was cool, but our uniforms this year were sort of junk. If I'm a Bruins fan, and I am, but at 54, I'm not running out for my next jersey either. I'm not rushing out to get that jersey. Like rubber shoes. Did you go get that jersey?
No. So what I'm doing
with
the Celtic City Connect this year, and with that,
once financially,
so I got last year's City Connect. Like I got the Tatum full price regular part of the season. But
Models.
I went to
so busy.
I went to the pro shop sometime over the summer, and they had leftover jerseys. So I got a Peyton Pritchard City Connect for like $50. So I'm gonna wait. I like the white jerseys, but I'm not a big white jersey fan because I'm a slob. So I would never buy a full price white jersey, but I'm gonna
human napkin.
I'm gonna look at the pro shop during the summertime if they have, they're on, reduced.
There's not a piece of me that would have thought you were calculated about it at all. I thought it was just
nope,
pure insanity when a jersey hits you. Just race down to Modell's
stuff I
and get in
don't.
line.
There's a lot of stuff I won't pay full price. Some I definitely will, like the Drake May one. I
Ness
knew
and 360. Yeah, keep going.
the Drake May rivalry one. Like I don't think they're gonna put them out again. So those
that's a huge
one-time deal. If I think that they might not come back next year, then I'll bite the bullet. But most of them I'll wait because one year I got a Rob Gronkowski Super Bowl, the one with a Super Bowl patch on it, but I got it, like a month after the Super Bowl, and it was on super reduced discount.
Which seems
because they're only allowed to sell it for so long, and then they have after so much time after the event or after the season that they're in, they reduce them. They put them on clearance. So some stuff I can wait for.
That seems weird that a Super Bowl jersey wouldn't hold its price for as long as it holds its price.
It's crazy. And the
especially for the NFL.
One, I think I probably bought that one a month or two after the Super Bowl that he wore that one in, but I forget which one it's for. So I'll be looking for a Drake May clearance Super Bowl
rivalries
patch jersey.
Oh, the white Super Bowl patch one, yes, with the 250 sticker, the 250 patch on it too. All right, so we're gonna get to football. We have to talk Celtics first. There's been some movement. There's been a lot of NBA movement, but the Celtics made some changes too.
That's the sign.
For the NBA insiders, I will let Scotty and Rubbish Shoes talk about what happened. Like I texted yesterday. I'm like, is this a good move? And it wasn't officially done, and then it was officially done. And talk to me. What do you boys think?
Yeah, I was actually at Nathan's basketball game when it went down. No, I'm pumped. I think this is a great move for them. They needed center depth. I also find it ironic that Luke Garza was like on fire last night, which was was hilarious. He was like 4 for 4 at one point from 3, and he was just playing great. I've been a Garza fan since they signed him, so hopefully it won't take away too many minutes. I mean, I don't think it will, but Vujicic is a double guy. He's 6'9", so he's not coming in like he's not Porzingis tall, right? He's not that kind of a center. But so you'll still see Keita. They just need a depth at the position really, really badly. And I think I made it pretty clear how I felt about Anthony Simons there. He wasn't my favorite, especially defensively, though. He started off so slow, but then he definitely played better as the season went on and had some big nights and stuff. But a second round pick got swapped as well, so it really wasn't a big price tag, and I think it's a really good need. It's a good fit. It's a need that's being met. There we go. That's the word.
Yeah.
I want to drink more. So I think it's a really good spot. I don't know if they'll make any other moves because this doesn't really put them under the luxury tax, even though they did get rid of.
No, it did. It put them under the first apron.
But they're still going to be a repeatable luxury tax offender, which is also still dings them because it brings them back. It's still a penalty when even though you're not the first apron, but you're a repeatable offender of the luxury tax. It like gives you another ding. So I don't know. It's going to be more of like in the off season. I don't think they'll do anything else. They're not going to trade like Sam Hauser or anybody like that.
Yeah.
No, they're going to sign IT.
No, they're not going to sign. Adam is that was
a Luke Cold take.
Where the hell did that come from?
Listen, Isaiah, I don't know.
No, what?
Apparently, he hasn't watched basketball as long as he hasn't been on this show.
Shots fired. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the last game. He was what? Last time I remember seeing him was, I think, Cleveland maybe or something. I don't know. I honestly don't remember.
I think he played in the G League 2 seasons ago, and he was trying to hook on with the team, but he never got called up.
The last time I saw him, he was courtside at a Celtics game this year and Michael May standing behind him when he was getting his flowers.
All to you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Queen of the North was sitting right there, and apparently Drake was up in the suite
box
with like Will Campbell and a bunch of the other guys.
Will with his shirt off drinking. Yes,
they're like attacked me, like, by the way, the person in front of you is famous basketball player, Isaiah Thomas.
Correct. Right.
So,
she was sitting down there with Pritchard's wife.
That's right, and they become like super close, I guess, as well. So
she was on Beyond Bakeness.
Yeah, the last episode.
Yeah. So good. So good.
That's great. That's great. I love it.
And she's getting more and more stuff. We're getting sidetracked. We'll get to football. But yeah,
this is kind of football.
We can go whenever we're ready to go. It's Super Bowl. We can go as soon as you want.
It's a great pickup for them. Really happy for that, and obviously Brad doing Brad things. You know what I mean? Playing chess. Everyone wants to play checkers. So wild moves all across the NBA, though. Harden getting traded, obviously Anthony Davis, and then blowing up. Like, it was not just Davis; it was like D'Angelo Russell. There was a whole bunch of players that Dallas just shipped off, and Jaren Jackson Jr. went to the Jazz. Jazz sent 3 first-round picks back to Memphis.
I think the Angels have a vision because they made another trade today.
Yeah,
they got Lonzo Ball.
But they're releasing him. They're going to release him. So they're just making room. That's all that is. Yeah, that was just like a thing. And then like Chris Paul got traded to Toronto, but he doesn't have to report. It's just weird stuff, man. It's been a weird couple of days in the NBA. Yeah, it's been nuts.
Dallas
and no Giannis.
What the hell they're doing?
Everyone expects Giannis to be out the door. He hasn't gone anywhere yet. And it's I don't think Cleveland got much better with bringing in Harden. I
don't see him and Mitchell coexisting.
I don't either. I don't think they got much better with that. Darius Garland, I think they're very similar players, but so we'll see. I don't think the East got much better with the trade during the trade deadline. So I still think it's Celtics are tied for second right now in the conference, and I think they're going to stay.
I've seen that Milwaukee had sent out counter trades to all the teams that proposed trades with them, and Minnesota made room with their trade to absorb some money. So I think he'll probably be gone by the deadline tomorrow.
I'll be interested to see what their package. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be surrounded like someone like McDaniels or because they're not going to obviously get rid of Edwards, obviously, Right. So I don't know. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to package up and ship their way. But it's been a wild couple of days for sure in the NBA.
East. So the Wizards just became the best team in the East.
I don't know about that. I think that might be an exaggeration.
AD and Trae Young maybe 5 years ago together.
I was going to say, and neither one of them are playing right now. They're both hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's the Washington Wizards. Like, that's just
Wizards staying the Wizards.
Yep.
God.
And Dallas becoming the complete dumpster fire.
I don't know what the hell that like the more and more I think that the rumors of the owner wanting to move them to Vegas is true, because they are just getting worse and worse with every move they make.
I know, and I feel bad for Cooper Flag. I mean, he's just,
I know. Well, that's it. Hey, like I threw out in the text.
Get him angry. Get him out.
Yep, he's gonna want to leave and join the Celtics when his contract's up.
Oh my God! Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that would be nice. I'd love to see that, but I don't see that happening.
Basically, they traded Luka Doncic for Chris Middleton.
Essentially, and
a bunch of nobodies, and so the draft picks they got are horrible.
Yeah, I mean they ended up with Flag, I think, through that. as well.
Well,
he got lucky that he pulled that one out of his ass. But yeah,
well, they just sucked enough, and they got lucky in the lottery.
Right. But yeah, they just, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think, and they don't know what they're doing.
No, because they, I was looking at they got 6 draft picks out of all these trades. They got the Oklahoma City's first round pick this year, which is going to be like 30th. They have the Lakers first round pick in 29, the Golden State first round pick in 2030, but it's top 20 protected. So basically you're only getting a 21 to 32 pick. Yeah. It's like those are horrible. And then like 3 second round picks.
Yeah. You know, I've thought about it. Like, I wonder if like Nico Harrison was told that they were supposed to go to Vegas and, you know, by the owner, made all these ridiculously terrible deals, and then the owner just totally scapegoated him. You know, it was like, no, we're gonna fire him. It was totally all his fault. He set us up for failure. Now we're gonna try to tear it all down and rebuild or something. I don't know, but I know for a fact if Kyrie was even thinking about coming back this year, he's definitely not now, and he'll be gone. I think
he'll find a way to get traded over the offseason. If he doesn't get traded, tomorrow.
Yeah, 4 o'clock tomorrow, is that right?
It is,
3 o'clock tomorrow,
3, okay. All right.
But yeah, it's been one of the wilder trade deadlines for sure.
Yeah.
That I've seen. And big names too. A lot of big names, not just, you know.
And you'd argue we're done, right? There's nothing else happening.
I don't think so. I'd be surprised unless they're going to move like Walsh or somebody like that. You know what I mean? Or like I said, or Hauser. It depends on what they get back. I mean, because they lost Simons, they could go for some guard depth, but it's also, you don't know what's happening inside the building with like Tatum and whether or not Tatum's coming back or not, and what that conversation looks like. And, you know, how does that shape the rest of Steven's thinking between now and 3-4 o'clock tomorrow? You know what I mean? So it's like, it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening, you know, but we don't know. You know, we're not building, we don't know what Tatum's
getting under the apron. They opened up some of their trade exemptions, and they think they can pick up a veteran. Like some of the stuff that they weren't able to do because they were over the first apron, they can now do. So maybe they sign someone, but not so much trade for someone.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I could, if they were going to try to package somebody like relatively young and then like a Xavier Tillman or something like that, an expiring contract or something like that, or I don't know, but I don't see them making another trade. I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Are we ready? Is it time?
Oh yeah.
I just want
I just
want it to be Sunday at 6:30.
Oh God, I know it's through such a long weekend. Well, I love it. Fantastic. Well, I love that you're holding that up, Scotty. I don't know if you caught the comments.
I was gonna wear it. So Churn got this for me for my birthday.
Yeah.
And he got it far too small. Like
what?
I would have worn it.
He got you a size medium.
Yeah, it's like a large, but like it's a China large kind of a thing.
It's China large.
Yeah, not main large. You know, it's not main or large. So
it's not a beefy tee. It's not a beefy tee.
No, I love the t-shirt though. I love the picture. It's amazing.
It's great. But, it's ironic that you held that up only for the fact that on now the it's no longer his podcast. It used to be the Let's Go podcast, but now it's Jim Gray's podcast. I don't know if they're still calling it Let's Go. But on that, he was asked, the Tom Brady was asked what his thoughts were and who he was rooting for. And if you caught the comments, he said, "I do not have a dog in the fight," which has caused a lot of people to be very worked up. I get that he's playing the middle of the road. He doesn't get to be like, well, I'm a broadcaster. Like he has the no connection whatsoever. I appreciate on ESPN, you know, you'll never see Herbie make a pick on the game that he's calling at 7:30 that night. I get all that stuff. He has no reason to back away from that. And it's not Tampa Bay. It's the city that you were here for 20 years and we just put a statue up for you. And you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings, even though that you're involved. from an ownership standpoint, you have a piece of the Raiders and you're obviously a loud voice in the room. You could still say in this particular instance, my heart's with New England. Like every other former player is coming out of the woodwork and can't wait to watch the dynasty, God willing, get relaunched again. And just for him to say that is fascinating to me. It's so then digs a little bit deeper, and he talks about the fact that as a broadcaster, he doesn't really get to watch him play much. When he's asked specifically about Drake, he's like, I've only probably seen about 15 snaps this year. That's just bullshit. Like, and not going to get all twisted in the wind over the fact that he's saying all this stuff, but
their game. So he hasn't had to look into any of their stuff.
He's only seen 15 snaps of Drake May over the course of the year. Really?
Maybe it would be more
seeking out watching their games,
or maybe like he means 15 of like breaking down, like legit looking, not like, oh hey, there was a highlight that I passed by or something like that.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Maybe that's what he meant by that. Yeah,
but let's just back it all the way out to the fact that he said, "I don't have a dog in the fight."
Well, I mean that part is it bothers
fascinating,
me. And I'm obviously a massive, I mean, Brady's Brady, right? We all know.
I love him to death, but it's a fascinating thing for him to say.
It's super disappointing. It's not something that I would have. It's kind of surprising. I would have expected him to, at least throw, they're throwing your full weight behind us, but at the same time, you could just say, you could just, put your name on it, man. Like you can endorse us. It's okay. Raiders fans aren't going to care because most of them are way too high or drunk right now anyway, and they don't know what's happening. So, don't worry about it. But it's just, I don't know. It's it's disappointing. It's really the best way I can say it. It's just disappointing to hear him not get that vote, especially after like him talking about, and I don't know if they talked about Kraft or not when Kraft didn't get into the Hall of Fame, but like I don't know if he spoke to that, but I did hear his words when he was talking about Belichick and how crazy it was that Belichick wasn't the first ballot.
Yes. Yeah.
For him to go to that length for the greatest coach of all time, that majority of his coaching career was in New England. Why not just take that next step and just say, I think it's going to be a great game, but I'm rooting for New England. You know what I mean? Like, just do that. That's all you got to say. The end.
Right.
It's you don't have to sit there and wave a flag. No one's expecting you to come out just like Pat Patriot. Like it's but it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
It was an interesting choice. I was stunned when he said he didn't have a dog in the fight. I was like, really?
I saw one interview we did with someone, and he did talk about Kraft, and he at the end he's like, well, I guess I have something to worry about because
the revenge tour, right? Making everybody wait. If he's not, he's first ballot next year, right?
I'm not
next
sure.
Year's his first ballot, I think.
But it's like, if he's not a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer, then
we have a problem.
Nobody is.
Yes,
nobody
correct.
is.
Yes. Yeah. Oh wow. All right. My 4 cents on this whole thing.
I love 28.
Before we go
2020. Okay.
Before we go full into the Super Bowl, this is kind of Super Bowl question. Timmy, you're EEI guy. What are they doing? I noticed on my way home, I did flip over and they had Hillman, Wiggy, and Johnson on the drive.
So they broke the morning show up. They broke the morning show up because they knew that they couldn't send the morning show out because the morning show would have to do the morning show at 3 a.m. So that wasn't going to be a thing. So what they're doing, Will Fork just sat down with them. I normally leave ESPN on in here all day, but I've been just watching EEI all day on YouTube, their live broadcast, because I don't want to watch the national media because I know what they're saying. Yeah. And I'm trying to maintain my sanity. I just want to get to Sunday. So I've been Homer all week. Wiggy's got his I Love Drake May shirt on, which I adore. So the decision was Courtney's pregnant. She can't fly. So she stayed back. Curtis, their producer, stayed back. Chris Curtis, their producer, stayed back. Ken, who used to be their producer, they're doing the morning show with Shime, their producer. And then they took Greg and sent him out. So they start their show at about 4:00. The schedule's all over the place. They like the midday show is the same, and then they start to weave in these guys at 4, and I think they go to 6 or something like that. I don't know what they're doing. So you've got the morning guy, Vince Wilfork just sat down. He's lost 400 pounds. He looks great.
Oh yeah, he looks.
Wiggy's there, and then Johnson is there. So they brought their 2 Patriot tight ends, which is pretty brilliant. So yeah, I've been watching this because I'm like, I could watch ESPN this week, but I don't know if I can do it. Like, I'm just not going to aggravate myself. Everyone's against us, which I adore. And I was just going to say to you guys, like, I'll open with this thought, and I probably said this last week too, but I'll say it again. I think the defenses, probably on maybe experience insofar as played together a little bit longer. Maybe Seattle has a little bit of an edge on defense. What I'm looking forward to is the fact that Sam Darnold has been playing well during the playoffs and Drake has been playing okay during the playoffs. And I would like Drake hasn't had his game yet. And I'm praying to baby Jesus that happens on Sunday and that just Sam Darnold, no disrespect, just shows up the way we've been expecting him to show up. Like, there's been this magical version of him, and the wick has to go out at some point. And I also don't want that, because I don't need him to have like a Greek tragedy of a playoff game, because then they'll be like, well, of course you won. Darnold lit himself on fire in the middle of the second quarter. Like, I want him to be serviceable, but I want him to show up the way we're expecting him to. He's Sam Darnold. He is the one that sat on the sideline in Gillette and said, I'm seeing ghosts. And can we bring up some of that magic again? And he doesn't need to have an out of his mind game, but just have the game that we know he's capable of. And if I'm dreaming, and I will, because it's finally here, like, I said to one of my agents today, I'm like, wouldn't it just be nice if you're inclined, if you're a drinker, wouldn't it be nice to be inebriated, nude in your front yard, 2 minutes into the third quarter with a 70-point lead? Wouldn't that just be nice as a New Englander? And we're not going to get that. I mean, here's my prediction. Borregales makes a kick at the end of the game, and we win 24-22. We're down 22-21 until he makes that kick. Like, it's going to be that close, because we can't help ourselves. We just can't help ourselves. So there's my early pick. And I'm going to go back to Mark, what Mark Wahlberg said. Why do I know they're good? Because I've been sick to my stomach since September. Like, it's such a beautiful thing, but it's not enjoyable. Like Rubber Shoes just said, it's Wednesday. And he's like, I just want it to be 6:30 on Sunday. And I don't, because we should be enjoying this lead up. We should be enjoying we're the map now. And it's been Kansas City for a little while. The whole country was rooting for somebody else. And then they just showed the little spot in the middle of Kansas, or in the middle of Missouri, or on the border, I should say. And now it's reversed. The whole country is blue and green, and we're red way over in the corner. It's crazy, and I love it.
He had a good game against the Rams. Against San Francisco, he was 12 for 17 for 124 yards, 1 touchdown.
They just ran the ball.
He didn't have a great game against Seattle. I mean, San Francisco.
Yep.
Yeah,
but it's recency bias. The NFL is that's their thing in the NFL is recency bias, like a Mo, because everybody's like, it's week to week, right? Yeah.
Yep.
On paper, Seattle has a better team than us. They do.
Yep.
And I mean, but I think Darnold hasn't had to play against the defenses that Drake May has. And he's going to play against one of them that, like, the New England defense is getting no credit at all. Like, they're like, oh, Seattle's the top 5 defense. Houston's the top 5 defense. Maybe they weren't ranked that at the end of the season, but during the playoffs, they have played like one of the best defenses. And I think Sam Darnold is going to get pressured. Like, hasn't been pressured in a long time since last playoff against when he was with the Vikings, and he lost his first playoff game with the Vikings last year. I think he's going to get pressure. And if they can stop the run, if they can keep Walker contained, like, and just pressure Darnold, I think they have a really good shot. And I think it's going to be close. I'm thinking it is a field goal game. I think it's going to be 2017 Patriots.
Okay.
A field goal, Vinatieri field goal at the end.
Vinatieri. Love it. Bring him back. Bring him back.
He was back. He was in Denver.
And if we can't get Vinatieri, we'll grab IT because he's available, according to Adam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
IT for 3. Yep.
I agree with you, Billy, 100% around the defense and the pressure, especially because, excuse me, the way that the pressure that Darnold has been seeing has been very much edge focused, a lot of edge pressures, with Jared Verse and those guys from the last game and so on, right? Patriots don't do that. It's a lot of pocket pressure up the middle, right in your face with Barmore, with Williams. So I expect that to happen a lot. And, Walker busted out some big runs against the Rams in that first half, but really got to get shut down in the second half. Didn't really do much after that. So I think they can contain him. And the defense, we've said it for weeks now, is just woefully disrespected throughout this entire season, not just the playoffs, but through the entire year. They've been woefully disrespected, but that's what it is. I think this is a great opportunity for, I think, some, players that have been around a little bit that are talented and have an opportunity to shine on the biggest stage and have been dying to do so, like Diggs on the offensive side, I should say, excuse me. Hunter Henry as well. I think, he's going to have a decent game. And offensively, with Mondre and Henderson, I think you're going to see them run the ball a little bit as well. And so it is a really good defense on the Seattle side. It's not Legion of Boom good, but it's good.
Side.
But they do have that cockiness that makes me just want to hate them so much. They just have
Make
that
it fun to ruin their night.
Wooden or Woolen, whatever his name is there last week and stuff too. So all of that, and I'm being interrupted, of course.
I love that.
Oh, hi, buddy. Okay. He doesn't have a shirt on. That's all right.
I love this.
At least he has pants on.
I love this.
That's good.
Nudity on the show. Wonderful. Love it. Is he flexing? What are we doing? What are we getting?
I don't know. He does it. I don't know.
So good.
There, you can have this shirt. That's the shirt I was talking about. You can wear that.
More nudity. I love it. We just got man nip on the show. So good.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't
good.
care. Loves it.
Doesn't care.
Loves it. Big fan. Nathan, actually, before you go, what's your score?
Yeah, give us a score, bud.
What do you got? 32. Oh, Jesus.
What?
30-0.
30 zip? I'm writing it down. Nate the Great. Nate the Great.
That's your that was your hope that you were talking to your agent about.
Right 4,000%. Just give me 72. Just wouldn't it?
I love it.
But wouldn't it be a pleasure just once? Just once a laugher, an absolute laugher. What a great way to go into Monday. And then I cannot wait. And no matter what happens, Monday, this television will be on ESPN because I want to watch no matter what happens. But I do want to watch them all eat shit. Like, talk to me now. Talk to me about Fool's Gold now and all that stuff. And like, there's not a piece of me that's cocky about this. It's going to be a heart-wrenching game. It's going to be a kick. But like, just everybody shut up. Because honestly, like the whole easy schedule, you play the schedule put in front of you. We can use all the platitudes we want. But when it gets to the playoffs, it is what it is. Like, you're playing who's in front of you. And we've played all the people that we have to play. Like, it's just fascinating to me. The one thing that killed me, this is so stupid, and it's just like the littlest thing. He was walking into, and I don't know if that just somebody on the staff got it for him or whatever, and it's no big deal. But he was walking into an interview with some podcast, and they showed Coach walking across, and he's carrying a Starbucks. And I'm like, oh God, he should have been so cognizant of like just no matter where the coffee's from, carry a Dunkin's cup. Like, because that's one of the side wars. It's the game within the game, right? Like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and all this kind of stuff. And he walked in with a Starbucks. I'm like, oh, Coach, come on, Coach. But I'd love for it to be a laugher. I don't see in a million years how we get there. And then I've got to ask you too, didn't get your score yet though, Scotty. I don't think. Did we get a score out of you yet?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah. You're saving that for last. I want from the both of you too, who do you think MVP is?
Okay. I get that. So the score, I'll give you score and then and who the MVP. So my score is actually going to be 28-24. It's going to be the final. Won't be a kick. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be a turnover at the end forced by the Patriots defense that gets absolutely no credit. They turn the ball over. I'm thinking it's honestly, I think it's
so. We're
28-24.
They're driving. Patriots
Correct.
knock the ball out of the air or whatever, and then we go out
they get a turnover,
and we run coach's favorite
we
run coach's favorite play, victory formation.
Yep.
Right.
That's
so
right.
They practice it every week.
That's what I think is going to happen. Personally, and then I think Drake is gonna. I think Drake's gonna ball out. I think he's. You think about before the freezing cold and all that. I think we talked about it last week, right? He's an MVP candidate, and he's that for a reason. And he's gonna have good weather, from what I could tell. I haven't seen anything from a weather perspective, and I know they're 4.5 point dogs still, and all that, and everything.
Yeah, it's sliding right now, 4.5 to 5.5. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and so I think he's gonna have. I think he's ready to step up and have a pretty massive game, and kick some ass. So I'm putting May as MVP, 28-24.
28-24, Drake is MVP. I'm 24-22. I'm going Pop Douglas. Going Pop Douglas as MVP. He's going to have
love that
8 catches, 122 yards.
So it's supposed to be mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 60s to start the game, dropping to the 50s by the end of the game. Okay. 20 to 35% chance of rain with potential for light showers later in the evening.
And have we heard? I haven't heard anything. And again, oh my God, this is like porn for me. Stay with me. I'm looking up at the screen right now. Moving right to left. Ted Johnson, Greg Hill, Wiggy, Douglas, Richard Flutie is on the dais right now. He's on EEI. I might have to go. I'm gonna have to clutch the pearls. So if I go quiet for a second, this is fantastic. It's such a mass hole festival. What I do want to bring up historically.
Wait, and he was MVP. Wait, Billy's
I got to
MVP
pick my MVP. Yep.
Oh, sorry, sir. Go ahead.
All right. So you already got my score.
Yes,
my
sir.
MVP is going to be number 0.
Gonzo.
Woo!
Gonzo, he's going to shut down JSN and have 2 picks.
Love that.
Oh.
I love
I don't hate that at all. I love that. I love that. What I wanted to bring up.
Matchup, though. I can't wait for that shit, dude.
I wanted to bring up is from a weather standpoint, and I just saw something earlier, historically, on the weekend, or not the weekend, but necessarily, weekend or close, always very close to Aiden's birthday. There's some sort of a weather situation. Aiden's birthday, in fact, is Sunday. He will be 21 on Super Bowl Sunday. So you can imagine that Aiden Charles Lindsay is, if somebody is sick to their stomach, he'll be breathing into a paper bag and racing beers. I'm sure I didn't say that. If his mother heard me.
Either way, he'll be
drinking.
Monday,
he'll
right?
be drinking protein shakes and breathing into a bag. But he's gonna be sideways.
Cheers, buddy.
The snow's coming in Saturday apparently, but it doesn't look like anything huge. But there's always been like a weather system on his birthday, so I was wondering if we're going to get snow at some point. Sunday shows. I'm talking about weather here.
He's back to school, isn't he?
Oh, he's at school. Yeah, he's with the boys. Oh, he'll be. There's the seniors. There's a handful of seniors that have a lacrosse house. You can imagine what that place looks like. So
he's a senior already.
No, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
there's a handful of seniors on the team that have a lacrosse house.
I'm going to shut up and keep drinking. Okay, continue.
It's debauchery. So he will be at the lacrosse house, I'm sure, for the game, which will be crazy. And I did order him. I don't know if he's going to get it in time for his birthday. I got him. I thought he would want Drake because he loves Drake maybe more than Scotty does. Little arm wrestling match. I figured he'd want a Drake one, but he didn't want a Drake one, so I got him. He got the Stephon Diggs rivalry jersey. Is on the way.
Nice.
And this is gonna piss rubber shoes off. But I bought it from a brand that is all over TikTok. I know, shocking. And they're clearly functioning out of the People's Republic of China, which I sleep fine. They are absolute knockoffs, yes. But if you look at them, it's U Jersey, not a sponsor yet. But if you look up U Jersey,
hey. I got one from there.
Yeah, so they're not expeditious on their delivery. I don't know if he'll have it in time for the game or for the weekend.
Terrible.
Yeah, they're slow, but they're dope, right?
Dude, they're believable. After the show, before we hang up, I'll go grab it and show you.
Yeah. He's pretty excited. So he's got a Diggs rivalry jersey on the way, and I ordered it a bit back. So I'm praying maybe it skates in just in time. It's en route, but the processes coming through customs and all that stuff is always diabolical. So he might not have it in time. But I'll tell you, if you're if you're looking, Rubber Shoes, you should take a hard look at this stuff. Like it's all embroidered. It's all legit.
$53 or something like that. There's like $50.
$53, and he's got a rivalry Dig shirt coming.
I got a Drake May away jersey, so a white jersey, which I'll be wearing.
Oh, the crispy white ones.
Usually those knockoffs, the sizes are way off.
No, mine's fat. I mean,
mine's fat.
People of my size.
Yeah, I got Bubs. I think Bubs wanted the medium. That's where he's at. And yeah, Billy, I'm telling you, everything I saw on TikTok, I've watched people open shirt after shirt after shirt. They're all legit. They're super knockoffs. It's a fake Nike swoosh, and it's But where do you see his? They're spot on, dude. Spot on. Which one? Let me see the back. What is it? Oh, you got the McHale. I love it.
You didn't know who it was from the front?
I was
Timothy Lindsay.
No, stop. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking Shaq was 36. I apologize. Did Shaq wear 36 for those?
Yeah, he was 36 for the Celtics.
Yeah.
But Stern got this for Nathan. But yeah, you can't tell. Like it's from New Jersey and everything. And yeah, they do an amazing
They're dope,
job.
dude. They're dope. They do all the sports Rubber Shoes. You should take a look. The shipping's slow. The shipping is slow, but they're legit. Like honestly, bud, Scotty, I have zero intention of ever buying a shirt from somewhere else with the quality that I've seen. Because they do all the sports.
Good.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really good.
You'll like them, Rubber Shoes. Trust me.
Forever to get.
Yeah, he's probably not going to get it in time for his birthday, but
I actually got mine 2 days before the AFC Championship. I was pretty excited about that, actually.
Okay. Yeah. And how long was it?
But I ordered it. Well, let's see. The AFC Championship was
2 weeks
January, ago. 25th, right?
Sure-ish. Yeah.
Or something. So I ordered it January 8th.
3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
not looking good. It's saying that Savari can't open the page. Go to their website.
All right, Bonnie. All right. Safari can't open the page.
It's like that scene from what is it? Community, the Parks and Rec. I know what your issue is. You have network connectivity issues.
Yeah, then use
link and then
use Chrome.
Safari.
Use Chrome.
That's great. This is awesome.
Oh, Rubber Shoes. Anyway, New Jersey, look it up. Trust me, it's dope.
The TikTok page came up.
We've got our picks: 28-24 for Scotty. Drake takes the MVP. Rubber Shoes says 2017. Gonzo with 2 picks. I say, I'm going to write this down just to be a fickle. I'm going to say 9, 122, and a touchdown. Pop's going to have 9 catches, 122 yards, and a touchdown. He'll be our MVP. They will win 24-22. It'll be Borgalis to finish the game with a kick because it's 30-0 for Big Nate. I love it. It's ridiculous. Fantastic. We will be back. We have to decide what's happening next week while we're here. I know this is ridiculous that we do this at the end of the show, but we're doing it, so we're going to do it right now. What is everybody's face available for next week?
I'm out next week. The wife will be in Paris.
You are off next week. Okay. Where are we, Rubber Shoes? What's your best night next week, Rubber Shoes?
I'm only available Monday and Tuesday.
We're doing it Tuesday night. Slide into Tuesday. It's been slid to Tuesday. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. For Scotty and for Rubber Shoes and myself, for Adam and Corey stuck in hair and makeup, and for our dear friends Joe and Leslie over at AAA Work Trucks, it is Drake May Day, and it's coming Sunday. We're going to start a whole new run, and then we're going to add more talent. And they're going to be annoyed. And I think the thing that we're not talking about enough, and we'll give him his flowers now, and we'll certainly talk about it again next week. The relationship between the coach and the players is probably the thing that's going to put us over the top. I don't think there's another NFL coach that has the chemistry and the connection with his players the way he does. And we're so fortunate to have him here. Go ahead, Rubber Shoes.
Speaking of adding new talent, Max Crosby is on the record saying that he wants to come play for Coach Vrabel.
Okay.
What?
Max Crosby has verbalized that he wants to come play here.
Yep.
Honest to God, dude.
He wants to play for Mike Vrabel.
Well, that's where we're headed. There were people that didn't want the weather, didn't want this, didn't want that, but they looked past all of it because it was I know it's a horrible system, and I know he's terrible and mean and grumpy, but he wins. I want to go play in the Belichick system, and I want to go play with Tom Brady. And people were willing to do a million different things that they wouldn't normally do to come. You know, and the one thing for a lot of cerebral players with great CPAs, they're gonna be like, but the taxes, it's Massachusetts, whatever. Get over it. We'll figure it out.
That last comment, though, was definitely double.
Oh. Did we lose him?
Almost made it the whole show.
I know. Come on. Come back. Start again. We lost that whole statement.
Freeze at the end of the show.
Yeah, you're good. Make your comment again. Hello? Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
We're right here. No, he doesn't have us now? Oh, no.
I'm here. I'm back.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Your comment was?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know how much you got. I said that last part you were saying is kind of, I was joking, like it was recency bias, because the end of that dynasty was kind of like that. But the beginning, like think about talk about Randy Moss, how excited he was to come and play and, you know, with the Pats and, you know, I don't know.
Yep.
There's different sides, but yeah.
Yep.
Depends on the player.
Yeah, they're building something that people want to come back and be part of again, which is really cool. And I love the fact that outside of the fact that we did have, Thomas Brady say that he doesn't have a dog in the fight, like everybody else is all in. Everybody else is all in, which is really cool. So I don't think they need bulletin board material. I love every time it's addressed as their bulletin board material. Are you going to use it, coach? He's like, our guys are excited to play. That's all he says. Like he doesn't lean in any of the crap, which is so good. And it would just be such a great way to piss off the rest of the country. I'm so looking forward to it. So again, for Scotty and Rubber Shoes and myself, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. You can jump on to atbshow.com, find us on the YouTubes right here, and subscribe and like and share and comment. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the game. Take care.